f of x is defined by f of x is equal to 4 minus x, where x is less than 3, and x squared minus 12, where x is greater than or equal to 3. We need to sketch f of x. So let's deal with the linear part of the graph first, where x is less than 3. It's got a y-intercept of 4, and it's got a gradient of minus 1. So that would look something like this. But I only want to go up to where x is 3. I don't want to show the whole thing. Because when x is equal to 3, so actually I need a hollow circle there to show that the blue line, the linear graph, is not defined when x equals 3. Because when x is 3, we've got this quadratic. So let's think about that. If x was 3, I would have 3 squared minus 12, which would be minus 3. If x is 4, I'd have 4 squared minus 12, which would be 4. If x was 5, I'd have 5 squared minus 12, which would be 13. And so my quadratic would look something like that. And we do include 3, so I am going to shade the circle at x equals 3 for the quadratic. Part B, find the values of f of 1. So if x is 1, I'm going to be using the linear part because 1 is less than 3. So I'm going to use the linear equation for this one. So f of 1 is equal to 4 minus 1, which is 3. F of 10, well, because if x is 10, that's greater than 3, so I need to use the quadratic version for that. So f of 10 is equal to 10 squared minus 12. So 100 minus 12 would be 88. And part C, solve the equation f of a is equal to the 52. So when is our function equal to 52? Let's deal with the linear part of the graph first and see if there's any values of that could make the function 52. So 4 minus x, but in this case it's going to be a. So 4 minus a equals 52. Subtract the 4 from both sides. Divide both sides by minus 1, so a is minus 48. That is one value. And just checking, minus 48 is less than 3. So yes, that is a valid solution. Now let's see if the quadratic has any solutions for when f of x is equal to 52. Or in this case, f of a is equal to 52. So if I add the 12 to both sides, we get 64. Square root both sides, and we'll get either 8 or minus 8. The 8 is a valid solution because the quadratic is valid when x is 8. But the minus 8 is not a valid solution because the quadratic equation is not valid for values that are less than 3. So my two values of a are minus 48 and 8.